Greetings, empowered souls. It's Shelly Bean. I hope you guys are wonderful wherever you are in the world. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. So today I am giving a collective message. This message has actually been on my mind for a while. I kind of meant to get on here like maybe last week to give this message, but I finally got my stuff together. So now I'm settled and can woosah a bit, and I'm giving you this message that I was getting, that I was encouraged to give to the collective. It has a lot to do with July, just this month. I'm not sure what's about to pop off or what's going on, but there's something very important about this month of July 2026. I keep hearing the number 7, which is this is the 7th month as well. The other thing that I've been hearing is that something needs to come up and come out. So for some of you guys, this could be, I don't know, maybe some of you guys have to vomit, get something out of your system. That could be it. But the biggest thing that I'm getting from that is this has more to do with expression, speaking up, speaking your truth, and not allowing it to fester internally in your physical body and in your mind. Yes, so Divine Source has been giving me this message that the key thing I'm hearing is something needs to come up and come out. I'm getting that a lot of it has to do with creative expression, verbal expression, getting your truth out, speaking up when you need to speak up. And so yeah, that's the main thing I'm getting, but I'm also want to tap in to see what other strong energy or message is it about this month that seems to keep standing out. That's the thing that I'm getting as an intuitive reader and a channeler, is something about 7 and something about this month particularly is key for the collective. So let's tap in. And with that said, guys, if you guys are still here, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button. It does help my channel continue to move through the thick YouTube algorithm. And also, yes, if you need a personal reading from me for your personal situation, a specific situation, my contact information is in the description area below. With that being said, let's tap in. I got a few decks here that I'm going to use, but I feel like there's something else I needed to say. Oh, I know. If I haven't said it already, happy birthday, Cancers. This is still Cancer season, very much Cancer season. I'm a Cancer myself. My birthday was actually last month, June, at the beginning of Cancer season, but I celebrate my birthday the entire Cancer season. So, every day for me is my birthday. But with that being said, happy birthday, Cancers. Happy solar return, Cancers. I hope you guys are having a wonderful birthday season. And also, this is Mercury retrograde. So I can sit here and talk about the things I've been experiencing even before Mercury went retrograde, because I was feeling the energy and getting hits like a week or two before in that pre-shadow period. And soon as Mercury went retrograde on the 29th, on the 29th of June, man, that's a whole different entire video on itself. So I don't know how it's been affecting you guys, and with me being a Cancer and it being a Cancer season, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of getting hit hard with the Mercury retrograde. So if some of you guys are Cancers also watching this and have been getting hit, you feel a bit extra hard because it's Cancer season as well, and if you've been getting hit extra hard with Mercury retrograde, let me know in the comments, because man, this Mercury retrograde is not even playing at all. All right, so let's check in with the energy. Let's get the current energy of the collective. What's the current energy message you want the collective to know at this time, Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. I don't know if I want to grab my tarot deck. I don't know. We'll see. What's the energy for the collective at this time? Maybe walking away from some things, people, or situations, because this walk away card keeps coming up as I'm shuffling. Aha! Rest and rejuvenation. So some of you guys maybe are in like a rest and relaxation period, especially I know here in the United States. Well, yeah, here in the United States, this is the 4th of July holiday weekend. So some of you guys could be currently taking time to chill, relax in this long weekend. But I'm also getting that as a collective, you're also being encouraged by Divine Source to rest and relax if you have not been doing it. And this is the energy that is good for you, that you should be in, is resting and relaxing regardless of the holiday season. This is a time to rest your mind, relax. And this person here on this card is in a very like meditative state. So I'm hearing that's something else that's being encouraged for you guys to do at this time. Okay, because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on this month in July, excuse me. That's one of the biggest reasons. As a collective, you're being guided to ground and center yourself because there's going to be so much stuff happening this month. Some of you guys might feel, if you haven't already, you might start feeling overwhelmed, or you will be overwhelmed with how fast things are happening. And I'm hearing how quickly some of you guys may have to move on something. Now, here is the thing that I think what I'm getting and what I'm feeling is making things a bit tricky. Is on the flip side of that, fast-paced things are going to be moving around you. You may be feeling overwhelmed this month. Well, at least a good portion of this month of July, you may be feeling overwhelmed with things that you have to take action on because you don't want to miss any potential great opportunities. But on the flip side of that, you're also being instructed to rest and relax and to chill. And keep in mind, we are in Mercury retrograde, which typically sets the energetic tone to chill and take your time with things, read over things. Don't be so impulsive in terms of like maybe you're spending or you're signing documents, or it's more of a time in Mercury retrograde. It's more of a time to sit back, reflect, self-evaluate, reassess. So there are like two different conflicting and contradictory energies that the collective are going to be dealing with this month. Got it. Okay. So what I'm hearing from Divine Source and what I'm channeling is that one of the reasons why this month is, I don't hardly ever use this word, but one of the reasons why this month is going to be pretty paramount for a lot of the collective is because there are really big conflicting energies that are taking place this month. Because again, we are in Mercury retrograde, which just started June 29th. But so we're still much in the very beginning stages of Mercury retrograde. And keep in mind, there's also still the post shadow period after it goes direct. I think Mercury goes direct July 20th, 21st, somewhere. I don't know. Maybe July 18th. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong somewhere in the comment section. But either way, even once Mercury goes direct, there's still that 2-week energetic shadow period, post shadow period, that's still going to be in the air. So basically, you might as well say the rest of this entire month is going to be Mercury retrograde energy. So where you have that, where it's an energy where you're being called to slow down, reassess, reevaluate, self-reflect, really look at the fine details of things before taking action. This is also a month where things are going to be flying your way. Things are going to be happening very fast in every aspect in your life, or different aspects in your lives, because I am reading for a collective. But either way, there are going to be a lot of different things moving fast that's going to require you to take some quick action. So again, these are two big conflicting energies that are happening this month. And this is another reason why it may feel a bit overwhelming for some of you guys. So what else, Divine Spirit, for the collective in this month of July? Okay, healer of the hearts, that came out in reverse. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense as to why you guys are being called to rest, or why the collective, I should say, because I'm part of the collective, why the collective is being called to rest and rejuvenate, chill and relax and meditate, go within, really force yourself, even if it's difficult, force yourself to make time to just stop and be still and chill. Because with Healer of the Ages coming out in the reverse, it says that some of you guys still need to focus on healing certain aspects of yourself. This could be different aspects. This could be mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. It could be in any area of your life. But with the Healer of the Ages coming out in the reverse, this clearly says that there's still some healing that the collective has to do. And this is another big reason why the collective is being called to stop, drop, and rest. Not stop, drop, and roll, but stop, drop, and rest. Because there are still some things that need your attention, your focus. All right. Okay. And so with the things that are going on around you in your life, work, health, family, lovers, partners, friends, responsibilities, money, finances. I think I said work. Yeah, career. You are going to be required to rest and relax. If you find it difficult, Divine Spirit is saying, figure it out. Figure something out. Figure out how to, you're going to just have to force yourself, even if it's leaving reminders on your phone, on your calendar, maybe sticky notes. Any way you have to remind yourself to take a portion of the day, even if it's just 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes later. I mean, you can do it in increments, but you are being called to sit down, rest, be still, go within, focus on your body, pay attention to your body. How does your body feel? Do breath work. Anything that has to do with grounding and centering yourself, grounding, balancing and centering yourself, and stabilizing your energy. That's a big thing. Some of you guys need to stabilize your energy. You could be feeling like you're just all over the place. And that's because energetically, you are energetically being scattered, or you do have scattered energy that needs to be stabilized. What else? Okay, attachment came out sideways. So attachment for me also talks about, for me, attachment is almost like the devil card, where it talks about toxic attachments, addictions, bad habits, or I should say unhealthy habits, unhealthy habits, addictions, things that could be taking you off your focus, things that could be distracting you. There could be unhealthy patterns of thinking, doing, saying that are distracting you from the focus, which is you and your mental and emotional well-being. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this is more of an issue I'm getting for a lot of you guys, where this is more about your mental and emotional well-being, which in turn, if that's not doing that great, it can in certain times affect your physical vessel, your physical body. But I'm getting, for the most part, that this has a lot to do with what you guys could be feeding your mind with, whether it's listening to certain things all the time that are unhealthy, just a level of possible overindulgence in certain thought patterns, certain unhealthy behaviors and patterns. And so this is what I get for the attachment card. Again, this is another reason why rest and rejuvenation, being refreshed, cleansing, purifying yourself, taking spiritual baths, smoking yourself, cleansing yourself with Palo Santo, smoking and clearing your auric energy field, Reiki. That's something else that I also provide as well. Reiki, cleansing, clearing, energetic clearing. Okay. So, all right. So these are the things that Divine Source is giving you a heads up about in terms of the things that are currently going on around you, collective, that you need to take the reins on, you need to take control and hold of, and before it continues to get out of hand. So there's certain things that some of you guys could be doing that are not very beneficial to your growth, that could be creating delays and blockages in your life, stagnation, confusion, a lot of chaos energy or chaotic energy, because there needs to be some serious grounding, centering, balancing, and stabilizing your energy. Okay. What else? What else for the collective? What else for the collective, divine spirit? Why is July so prevalent? Why is July standing out so much? I'll take these. Well, Pluto transformation came out and this control tactics came out, but I'm gonna shuffle again because I wasn't quite ready for that, but those cards may have meant to come out. So I just want to shuffle again because I hadn't quite shuffled before the cards came out. Let's see again. Divine Spirit, what other messages do you have for a collective? Why is this month, July 2026, why is it standing out so intensely? What's going on that we need to know as a collective? What are you trying to convey to the collective regarding number 7 in July of 2026? Divine Spirit, what are you trying to convey? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. What else? Okay, we got storm, unexpected storm. Yep. All right. So if some of you guys, of course, are familiar with the tarot deck, the traditional tarot deck, for me, this is like a tower moment, a tower card. And then what the other thing that came out was self-care. Yeah. Same thing, basically what I was saying. This is just reiterating how important self-care is right now. Although, again, there are really big conflicting energies happening this month. Mercury retrograde, where this is the best time to be resting and relaxing, rejuvenating, going within, reassessing, reevaluating, reviewing, doing self-care, slowing down. But at the same time, there's an energy of things happening quick and fast. And this quick and fast could be in the form of a storm or a tower moment. And a tower moment and storm does not have to be anything bad or negative. So just keep that in mind, collective, okay? But something that may force you to do things differently for your greatest and highest good. I will say that. Why July? Why is July standing out so much? Divine Spirit, for the collective. Man, okay. When I tell you, Divine Spirit is making it very clear. Okay, Divine Spirit, Universe, Most High, Mother and Father, you are talking, because fate, detours, and divine intervention. What I'm hearing for some of you guys is change is coming. It's time for things to change, whether you like it or not. It's for your greatest and highest good. This is where divine source, divine intervention steps in. Divine fate. things that are fated to happen that we as a collective have no control over. This could also be, in some of these things, this energy, this storm or this tower or this divine intervention and fate happening, this may not even directly affect some of you guys. This could be things that are going on in the world. So there could be something also going on in the world that's about to pop off, that's going to get people's attention, that's going to create a necessary change. We got storm, unexpected storm. We got fate, detours, going a different way. It's time to go a different route. What else? Why else is July so intense and prevalent for the collective, Divine Spirit? Please and thank you. Release, surrender, and purge. North node at the bottom, purpose, North node. So for some of the collective here, there are going to be upheavals in your life, maybe certain areas or maybe one area of your life. There's going to be upheaval, tower, unexpected storm, detour, divine interventions, fate happening in your life because it's time for a necessary change. And I'm getting, for some of the collective, this change is happening because maybe there was something that you guys, or as a collective, some of you guys were supposed to clear out, release, and purge. That something that should have been purged and released and surrendered to a long time ago. But now Divine Source is saying, time is up. Time is up. We are now intervening. We are now taking over. We are now going to make that change that you have procrastinated on. We are now going to intervene on your behalf to make those changes happen for you. And when I say this, one thing I want to make clear is that this is not being said as some type of punishment to the collective. It's okay. Clearly, some of us as a collective have had difficulty surrendering to certain things, releasing certain things, purging certain things. Looks like you need a little bit of help. We're going to help you at this point because it's time for you to change, because it's time for you to, you're being called, collective, you're being called to refocus on your path, refocus, not to get distracted by people, places, and things that are currently distracting you. It's now time to get back on the path because you have a purpose. And one of the biggest purposes is to get your North Node. Your North Node is part of your transformation, your ascension, going from your South Node to your North Node. Your North Node is that place of where you are working towards the highest version of yourself. That's your North Node. It's the highest version of yourself. I'm going to take this out because anything else for the collective, Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Why July? What else is going on in July for the collective or for the world? some of you guys, as a collective, it's time to put yourself first. And you are now you may be in a position now for some of you guys where, because you have not been putting yourself first, divine intervention, divine source is now creating a situation where you're going to have to be forced to put yourself first. We have attraction, Mars and hot. Some type of passionate, fiery energy for some of you guys. This could be work. This can be in work, career, love, creative expressions. Let me get one more from this deck. Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Yep. Venus love card wanted to come out. And as I said that, integration, union. As I said that about the Venus love card wanted to come out. This is what comes up. So there's going to be some kind of divine union for some of you guys. Let's get a message from the Archangel Michael deck. So there are definitely some divine detours going on here that are fated to happen. And it's time to happen. And it is highly recommended that you guys, again, center yourself first. Center yourself first. Ground yourself, center, balance, and do everything that you can to be in that self-care energy where you are stabilizing your energy. You're putting yourself first. You are resting and relaxing, meditating, being still, doing breath work, breathing in and breathing out, and releasing those things that need to be released from your body. Also, when it comes to communication. What do we have from Archangel Michael? Holy Spirit, please and thank you for the collective. Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Okay? So Archangel Michael is just reiterating this integration of a union between some of you guys with a new partnership. And when I say new partnership, I'm not talking about somebody from the past. I'm getting more of a new person, someone you have not met yet. And the attraction, Mars and hot, the chemistry. So Archangel Michael is reiterating that someone new is coming into your lives. For some of you guys, it is a romantic union, okay? But for others, it is someone that you might be partnering up with in terms of your career, your work. This also could be just somebody who is platonic, but it is somebody new entering your life. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, but for some of you all, it is a romantic partnership. And for some, it's not. For some, it is a new work partnership, a new career partnership with someone, or just a friend, a new friend, a platonic friend. What else? Holy Archangel Michael. Regain your focus. I think I mentioned that earlier. I think I said refocus. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Yes. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. So call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to help you regain your focus. Because again, it's being reiterated, and thank you for divine confirmation, Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, that there's a lot of distractions going on around you, and there are certain unhealthy habits and patterns and things that you are doing collective that is getting you off path or just distracting you from focusing on your path, focusing on your goals, focusing on the things, focusing on your purpose, those are the things, these attachments, these addictions. They could be anything. And for a lot of you guys, I'm getting social media. Maybe being on your phone a lot. Oops, sorry, the mic. Maybe being on your phone a lot. Watching a lot of TV, maybe a lot of programs that might be low vibrational, or just a lot of distractions. Again, refocus. Archangel Michael is here. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron are here to help you regain focus. And trust the guidance. At the bottom it says, trust the guidance you are receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. Wow. All right, lastly, I didn't feel like I needed to get the tarot deck, so I am passing that up at this time. So let's get a couple of numbers for the collective. What numbers do you have for the collective? What divine numbers do you have for the collective? I don't know why I feel like a lot of this message is something that I've already said before. It feels like I'm repeating some of what I've already said on another collective video. (23) Judgment, karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. It says karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. So some things are going to be judged. There's going to be some judgment coming down. Collective, these could be people that you could have been connected to in some way, shape, or form. It's different for everybody because I am, reading for a collective, but 23, you guys could be seeing 23 someplace. Another thing too, some of you guys might also be seeing 555, which talks about big change. It can talk about conflict too, but if you guys are seeing 555, the heaviest energy that I'm getting for 555, if you guys are seeing that number, is just change, big change. Again, some change that is out of your control. And this really is just a heads up from divine sources, the heads up. 606. And optimism. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. Progress, creativity. It says pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. Okay. So speaking of communicating, The main thing that I was getting with this communication, or with speaking up, something that needs to come up and come out at the beginning of the video I mentioned, this has a lot to do, collective, with you are being encouraged at this time and moving forward to speak your truth. Now, it can also, speaking your truth can also be spoken with gentleness, kindness, and with love. You know, depending on the context here. You know, it's all about context, and it's different for everybody. Everybody's situation is different. But speak your truth, because this is a time where you need to be speaking your truth. And it needs to be spoken the first time, not the second time, not the third time, not the fourth time. Like, for instance, if someone is doing something that is bothersome, annoying to you, or that is crossing your boundaries or any way, shape, or form, you're being asked to avoid waiting until it's done the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and the fifth time. You're being asked as a collective to nip that shit in the bud the first time. Just nip it in the bud the first time. Because when you allow someone to cross your boundaries, or when you are not speaking up the first time, that your gut is telling you to say something, but you may not want to say something because you're still putting someone else first. You're still putting someone else's feelings first before yours, in the sense of not wanting to hurt someone's feelings. And although that is a great quality for you to have empathy and have compassion, we're also in a world and also in a body that needs balance, which means sometimes you have to do what you got to do and say what you got to say and speak your truth, regardless of how somebody else may take it and regardless of how somebody else may feel. If they want to perceive you to be the bad person, allow yourself to be the villain in somebody else's story and not give a shit. I'm going to say it again. It's at a point now, the collective, where you are being asked and encouraged. You're being encouraged, strongly encouraged, to speak your truth. And if whoever doesn't like you speaking your truth, they'll get over it, or they won't. Either way, it's not your issue. It's not your problem. And yes, the intention can be that you want to speak your truth with love and with kindness and being gentle. But again, sometimes depending on the context or the situation or the dynamic of the situation, you may not be able to speak your truth with gentle words, kindness. You may have to speak your truth with a sharp tongue and with a sharp sword, depending on your situations. But either way, you are being strongly encouraged to speak your truth the first time, and not to wait, and not to allow things to fester in your body or in your mind about what you should have said yesterday, or what you should have said last week, or what you should have said a few months ago. And now if you're at your job and you answer to other people, you have bosses, you have supervisors, I should say, because no one's the boss of anybody. You have supervisors that you have to answer to and things like that. Then yes, of course, there's a way to say things, but you still should be focused on speaking your truth. And again, if even your supervisor wants to see you as the villain, we should be getting in a space where we are comfortable and accepting of being the villain in someone else's story. We should be okay with that. It's no different than knowing that at some point someone is going to dislike you for something. Not everybody in this world is going to like you. Not everybody in this world is going to like what you say. And if people want to paint you as the villain in their story, let them. Continue to move on to your goals and focus on yourself. Keep your integrity about you. Keep your authenticity about you. All right, so the other last thing I'm getting with that is, because if you don't speak your truth the first time, moving forward from this point on, if you're not speaking your truth when you need to speak it, and you are holding in your truth and not speaking it, there are going to be consequences, uncomfortable consequences to that. And you don't want to go through that. So Divine Spirit is really recommending you guys speak your truth when you need to. What else for the collective this July 2026? Yes, your intuition is correct. Whatever it is that you guys have been intuitively feeling, a lot of you guys are feeling your intuition, but some of you guys could also be still ignoring some of what your intuition is telling you. Have more fun. What else for the collective, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. It's up to you. Take a risk. Speak the truth. It's up to you. Take a risk. Speak the truth. Reflect on what you want. The last message from this deck. And this is also, too, by the way, the Cancerian Oracle deck. What else for the collective Divine Spirit for this month of July 2026 that you want the collective to know about why July is so intense, and what message are you trying to convey to the collective regarding July? Hydrate and meditate. And what do you know at the bottom? Rebirth, growth, transforming, healing, feel your way through. There's a few cards about transforming and healing, transformation. And this hydrate and meditate, a lot of you guys are going to need that extra water for this month. Because the water is also part of the cleansing that your body and your mind and your soul and spirit need. Hydrating and meditating, self-care is part of the self-care as well that you guys have. It's part of the self-care that you need to hydrate and meditate. So really consuming that water, guys. Last but not least, let's get this message from this Divine Oracle deck for the collective Divine Spirit in July 2026. Divine Spirit is not playing with none of us at this point. Not that, Divine Source of the Universe has ever played with us, but you know what I mean. Nothing is missing. Make what you have enough and truly appreciate what you already have. Find peace in the present moment. And this is card number 32, which equals to 5. And we also have this card 2323, which for me is like 55. What else? Love resurrection, number 52, number 51. A past lover is returning to your life. Listen to your intuition and be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. So, for some of you guys, keep in mind this is Mercury retrograde. This is a season and energy time where typically past things, past issues, past lovers, friends, you name it, typically pop up during Mercury retrograde. So keep that in mind, that for some of you guys, a past lover is returning, but to also listen to your intuition. And about your intuition, yes, your intuition is correct. So some of this could be already happening for some of you guys. Release desperation. Wow, we have another number 5 card. I mean, it says card number 23, but the sum is 5. So again, 5 represents change, transformation. Card number 23, release desperation. Free yourself from your past mistakes by forgiving yourself for what you have done or went through. Oh, wow, these two came out. I didn't see these two that came out. I don't know if they fell out or if they didn't catch if they weren't inside the deck, but these two were on the table and I'm picking it up for a reason. Exactly. There's no coincidence here. There's no such thing as a coincidence because we have card number 7. And I mentioned that 7 was prevalent. This is the 7th month. And something about number 7. It says disguised solution. The solution is disguised as a problem. What you perceive as a problem is pushing you toward a more favorable solution. So for some of you guys, what you guys might be currently going through or may find yourself dealing with, which could be, thank you, Spirit, which could be an unexpected storm that's coming, in divine fate, divine intervention. So something that pops up, some type of upheaval in some of you guys' lives might look like it's a problem. It may appear negative, but it's actually going to be something favorable. And I did say when the cards came out that not every upheaval card or tower card or anything like that, or every storm, not everything connected to those type of cards are always bad or negative. But for some of you guys, because there's heavy change this month and there's a lot of things going on and there's conflicting and contradictory energies like Mercury retrograde, and then there's also an element of things speeding up and the collective needing to take action on certain things. There's so much going on that it's going to be overwhelming or feel overwhelming for some of you guys. And with the upheaval card coming out, the storm coming out, the unexpected storm coming out, divine fate coming out, divine intervention coming out. For some of you guys, you may initially feel like it's a problem or it's bad or it's overwhelming or it's frustrating or it may make you feel out of sorts. It may frustrate you. It may anger you. But it turns out that unexpected storm is actually something that works out in your favor. Okay? So again, the solution is disguised as a problem. So it may appear and come to you guys as a problem. or tower moment or negative tower moment. It may appear that way, but the solution is disguised as a problem. What you perceive as a problem is pushing you toward a more favorable solution. And lastly, we got card number 62. Love is in the air. Let falling in love teach you divine lessons. It's worth working on, but honest conversations will be the key to overcoming differences. Sorry, let me show you the card. Okay, so we got some different themes going on in this message here for the collective. This is why July this month is going to be feel so intense, so hectic, maybe even chaotic for some of you guys. There's themes of speaking your truth, having honest conversations, communicating, expressing yourself, regardless of what area it is in your life, making sure that you speak up, speak out, rest and relaxation, going within, self-care, putting yourself and your needs first. Okay? Using your intuition. And there's themes of love in the air. For some of you guys, a new partner coming towards you. And for some of you guys, someone from the past coming back in. It's different for everybody. But these are very interesting themes. And this is why July is going to feel a bit heavy, or like there's a lot going on this month. Because there are different aspects that are going to be activated within you, different aspects of your life that you're going to be, I want to say, forced to look at and to reassess and reevaluate. Whether it's something from the past or whether it's something new. So, okay. These are your messages, collective. I hope that you found them helpful. Interesting. Interesting, collective. So, the other theme also is clearing away unhealthy habits and patterns, things that are distracting you, trivial distractions that are keeping you away from your goals, your purpose. And that is actually adding to the chaotic energy for some of you guys. Anyway, guys, I hope you found it helpful. I didn't mean to ramble this long, but it had to be said. I'm glad that I said it. I'm glad, as always, that Divine Source uses me as the divine vessel and oracle. And with that being said, I hope you found some understanding in this message. I hope you found some confirmations for some of you guys. I hope you found it helpful overall. As always, until the next upload, be well and be at peace. Ashe.